Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another edition of Africa's Realities. As you all know, my name is Mr. Johnson YS, and today I want to talk about the recent bombing, the bombing, the erroneous bombing of civilians by the Nigerian military, which just happened 2 days ago, and it is raising a lot of dust. And I want to bear my mind on this thing. And before I do so, please, I want you to subscribe if you are not subscribed and ring the notification bell so that whenever I come with a video, you'll be the first to see it firsthand. And then secondly, I have this introduction video for you to watch. Let's watch this video that introduces our topic today, and when we come back, we are going to discuss more. Thank you.
At least 66 injured victims of the bombed Igabi community are currently receiving treatment at the Barao Diko Teaching Hospital in Kaduna, according to officials, following an accidental airstrike by the Nigerian Army. An eyewitness tells our correspondent, Nisi Gabriel, that it was an unfortunate twin strike that left tens of persons dead, mostly women and children.
Accident and Emergency Unit of the Barao Diko Teaching Hospital in Kaduna is filled with victims of the accidental airstrike carried out by the Nigerian Army. They are in dire pain and anguish as doctors scamper around to resuscitate them, while relatives are scattered around the hospital precinct with gloomy faces. A family member of one of the victims tells Arise News outside the hospital premises that tens of people died on the spot, with many villagers estimating it at over 50 persons killed. According to him, 2 blasts rocked the gathering on Sunday night. The first strike killed more women and children, while the second claimed the lives of those who went to rescue injured victims. Meanwhile, the Kaduna state government says it will take responsibility for the treatment of the victims and all the logistics. Governor Obasani says an immediate investigation into the tragic incident is ongoing to avert a repeat. He has also dispatched top government officials to the area to assess the situation and revert on ways to lessen the pains of the families of the victims. Meanwhile, the Igabi community remains a hard-to-reach area that's inaccessible to journalists due to the previous activities of terrorists in the community that has also seen the military intensifying its bombings there.
You're welcome back. Now you have watched the video, the introduction video, and this is what I want to say. It has been said that the Nigerian military's drones mistakenly bomb some Muslims who are having an Islamic procession in the village and killed, some people say 80 something, others say 120 and more, which is so disheartening because a lot of mistakes have been about 4 or 5 mistakes now of the military using the military aircraft or drone to bomb civilians in their fight against terrorists in the north. And it's becoming too much, and we all know that it's not right to be making these mistakes every now and then. And I'm not making this video to berate or even to support anything, but I just want to say we have to be very careful in the way we do things, because recently a lot of coloration has been put forward, a lot of coloration has been given to this bombing. And the coloration is not auguring well, because we know that this new administration came in, and this is the first time that this military, under this administration, that the military has made mistake. In the past administration, during Buhari's regime, we know the military has made about 2 or 3 mistakes of bombing civilians. And we didn't hear this religious coloration that is coming up now, like how it is happening today. But let's be careful. Because number one, let's face the reality. The military are not the one who brought this terrorism in this country, in Nigeria. It's not the military. It's the politicians. The politicians are the ones who brought this terrorism. The politicians are the ones, even today, by their utterances, by everything. Look at the last election we had. It was all about Christian, Muslim. Let we Muslim told them we are the owners of Nigeria. No, they cannot be. It's the politicians that are bringing all these problems. It's not the military. The military is only put there to go and clean up the mess of the politicians. Whatever insecurity we have today is the politicians. And even up to today, to tomorrow, the politicians are still knocking the heads of Nigerians together. Can you believe a governor in Nigeria, a governor said that Christians in the state did not vote for him? It's only Muslims that have voted for him. No, this governor, his name is El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, said Christians did not vote for him. It is the Muslims that vote for him. That was why when he was in the office, he used the resources of the state that belongs to both Muslims and Christians. The resources of the state that is supposed to be used to govern the Christians and the Muslims, that is supposed to be used to make life easier for the Christians and the Muslims. He said that he used the resources of the state to only take care of the Muslims. He only gave the Christians just a little bit because they didn't vote for him. Now these are the kind of politicians we have, that even the resources that belong to everybody can be chosen to be segregated and be used for one and leave the other. These are the things that they have brought. Especially this APC, since this APC came into government, Nigeria has been about Christian and Muslim. Nigeria has been about Igbos and Hausa. Nigeria has been about North and South. Nigeria has been divided. The APC only give us the politics of division. Even today, the Muslims are busy saying we Muslims, we voted because of religion. We didn't vote because of anything. We voted because of religion, Muslim religion, which El-Rufai sold to the North. A Muslim is for our religion, and they say religion, and they are now crying that they are the one that they put this government into power, and they are now crying. We don't know why they are crying. But all I am saying is that we have to be very careful, because number one, even this war is an internal insecurity. It's not even external. So it's not even the military thing. It's a police thing. But we all know police cannot engage. The terrorists in Nigeria are even more sophisticated than Nigerian police. The terrorists in Nigeria use far better weapons than the Nigerian police. So the Nigerian police can never ever engage the terrorists. And that is why the military has taken over what police is supposed to do. And the military are busy day and night. And they are trying to safeguard us. And they are trying to make sure that we sleep with our two eyes closed. They are working. We will sleep. They don't sleep. In the bushes, in the night, they are busy to safeguard us. And all we can say today, especially the northern scholars, is to call the military that they are religion, that the military is fighting religion, a religious war, that the military, when in the military, we in the military command, there are everybody from every state. That's how the military is being recruited. Even the hierarchy soldiers, there are Muslims for every state, there are Christians for every state. They try to make sure that the quota goes about. So how can a military that comprises of all people from every state be fighting a religious war? How can there be military generals who are Muslims and they will allowed a military to go and be killing Muslims? Let's be careful. Now, why I made this video today is because if we are not careful, we are going to demoralize the military. That's the truth. If we are not careful, we'll demoralize them. God forbid. Look at what the terrorists are doing. The terrorists are still going into schools and kidnapping boarding students. The terrorists are still doing all these things. The rural Nigeria is not safe. You come to our cities, yes, our cities are relatively safe. But our rural areas are not safe. Our bushes are not safe. The terrorists, they know the bushes more than the military. Our bushes are not safe. People are being kidnapped. I'm sorry. This is not to bring down Nigeria, but we still have terrorists in Nigeria. In the northern Nigeria, we have in the northeast, we still have Boko Haram, still fighting Boko Haram northeast. Now in the northwest and the north central, we are now fighting bandits. Not in our cities. Our cities are safe. Everybody comes to our cities are safe because there is more security in our cities. But in the rural areas, you have farmers and herders fighting. Farmers are encroaching the farmlands herders are encroaching the farmlands of farmers with their cattle, and the farmers are killing cattle and the herders are wiping out villages. We have all these problems in the rural Nigeria. And the military is the one that has the might to really do this. The police doesn't have any might. And even the morale, or the police are not even trained very well. It's the military. And the military is busy trying to make sure they safeguard us. And the least we will do is to demoralize them. Because when we bring religious coloration into this thing, is to demoralize the military. God forbid that the military will now identify real Boko Haram like they have been doing, and they have been decimating the Boko Harams. God forbid we bring the military into a situation where they will see the terrorists and they identify the real terrorists, but they are afraid to engage because of fear of mistake. And then these terrorists will go about killing hundreds, going to schools and kidnapping people. And this is where we are taking the military into. I am not speaking for the military. It's not a good thing for the military to make mistake. When somebody makes mistake, we have to hold them responsible. But to bring religious coloration into the whole of this thing is to demoralize the military. And if we demoralize this military that are busy keeping us safe, if we demoralize them, then we are gone. So let's not bring religion. The Islamic scholars telling people that the military is out to wipe out Muslims, to kill Muslims. Since this government came in, that is all they've been saying. This government is to kill, this government is to finish Muslims, this government is to bring Israeli to finish Muslims, this government, a Christian wife with a Christian being in Abuja. All they have been saying is, and now, mistakes have been happening under a Muslim ruler who is Buhari. They never bring religious coloration. Even now we have a Muslim ruler. But because he's in the south, all they are doing now, they are bringing ethnicity and they are bringing religion, which is very dicey, which is all they do, is to bring religion and to bring ethnicity. Well, I am saying this, anybody bringing ethnicity and religion into this should be mindful of the things he say. Because if we demoralize our military, if we put fear in our military, fear of engagement, fear to engage, if we make our military so afraid to engage, then we will be shooting ourselves on our foot. So I want to say that please, any northern scholar bringing religious coloration out of this mistake. And remember, these bombing are not done by foot soldiers. These bombing are done by aircraft or drones. Especially this recent one was done by a drone, while a pilot is inside a house somewhere looking at pictures. He has to identify by pictures. He is not there on ground. It is the drone that is there on ground sending him pictures. And he has to identify and make decision by the pictures he sees. So we want the military to really make thorough identification before they engage. But we don't want to bring fear into them. Because when they begin to fear to engage, even when they have identified and you have demoralized them, they will not engage. And if they stop engaging, then we are in trouble. We need the military to engage and save us from this terrorism. Because we don't need people going to school. We don't need what is happening in Zamfara, in Katsina. We don't need it. We don't need how the bandits are killing, wiping out villages, killing people. We don't need how the bandits are setting up another government in Nigeria, or the Boko Haram will take over a local government and set up their own local government and set up their own government. It's the military that has been fighting this to make sure we don't have this, so that everybody goes about his life freely. Now to turn to say the military, because those people, it is the disheartening thing that these people went on a religious thing and this bomb from the drones fell on them. No, it's disheartening. But the military said it is a mistake. It said as those people were moving, they were moving, and the pictures being sent to them, it shows the way the terrorists move. They have a way. They have already studied these terrorists. They know how the terrorists move and converge. So everything looks like how the terrorists are moving and converging from their screen. And from there, they engaged. And it is a honest mistake. But just because you have a chief of defense who is a Christian today, it has become a Muslim coloration. Under the last government, we had a chief of defense who was a Muslim, and these same mistakes happened twice, and these same people never gave it a religious thing, but now they are giving it a religious thing. Please and please, we only have one country called Nigeria, and this is my own take. Let's not demoralize the military. Let's allow the military to do their work. Let's allow the military to keep on safeguarding us, because our police cannot do it. The police don't have drones. The police, they don't have helicopters. How many helicopters does the police have? The police, they don't have fighter jets. The police cannot leave the cities and be going to the bushes. If they leave all the cities and we pack all our police to go into the bushes, then the armed robbers and the thieves will have a field day. So the police are in our cities, but these terrorists, they are in our bushes. And it's this military that are having sleepless nights to make sure that they engage these terrorists, so that we don't hear people being kidnapped, we don't hear school children being packed, we don't packed and taken, we don't hear our planes, our trains, even airports. These terrorists have attacked airports. Even train, on our train tracks, these terrorists has hijacked a train. Come on, people. It's our military that are fighting this. Let's not demoralize them. This is my take. My name is Mr. Johnson, YS. Please, I still need you to subscribe. And I know I'm coming politically today, but I have to really do this for my people in Nigeria. And I know those of you that will be watching outside Nigeria, just know that Nigeria is safe. Our cities are very safe. These are our bushes that, especially in the rural areas, that are the problem. And our military is really trying. And recently we've been having relatively a secured country. So you are free to come to Nigeria. Nigeria is safe. But please, Nigerians, Islamic scholars, all these fight to make Nigeria Islam because you have the population, please let it stop. Nigeria belongs to every Nigerian, Muslim, Christian, everybody. All this kind of political thing that you have brought into politics, let's show them we are the ones, we Muslims are the owners of Nigeria. All this kind of talk should stop. You people should preach about Nigeria belonging to every Nigerian, and let there be equity in Nigeria. This is what we want to hear. So, thank you very much for listening to me. And until I come your way with another video, please subscribe and ring the notification bell. Thank you.